Thank you very much for the introduction. Please welcome now our keynote speaker. But before I introduce the keynote speaker, I will remind you all that if you have any questions you can use the electronic system. Those questions will go to the panel and those come to my tablet, and then I will be able to ask the questions. Without any further ado, I already told you that the afternoon keynote speaker will be the keynote speaker of the day, Mr. Ioannis Efstratiou, Director of Safety and Environment Protection Directorate of the Cyprus Shipping Deputy Ministry, someone that I worked with for more than 25 years. I welcome you on the podium. I'm sure everybody have read what you have done, but Ioannis represents Cyprus to IMO, TREMS, and several other bodies. And I believe from now on he will stop doing those because his work at the office will be too much. Come on, Ioannis.
Dear organizers, Stella and Ioannis Violaris, distinguished participants, dear friends, unfortunately, and even though you are expecting to have a keynote speaker in the level of a minister, you have to limit your expectations. So I am your keynote speaker for the morning and afternoon session, as far as I understand. And first, allow me to express the apologies of the Shipping Deputy Minister of Cyprus, Mr. Vasilis Dimitriadis, who is not in a position to be with you today, despite his desire. Unfortunately, he has some other commitments. Actually, he will be in Greece during the afternoon, but it was impossible to be on time also then to participate in that event. Of course, it is my great pleasure to be here in the first and not the last, as Mr. Violaris informed us, Cyprus Shipping News Information and Communication Technology Conference. I avoid to use this abbreviation, ICT and CSN. I am an old-fashioned guy. That's why my speech is on paper and not on tablet and to address this special event that focuses is actually, we cannot use the word focusing on digitalization, cybersecurity, satellite communications, vessel automation, green technology, decarbonization. Actually, Ioannis and Stella tries to squeeze subject that maybe cover a whole week in just one day session. Good luck, organizers. Really, it's very ambitious to cover all these subjects in one day. Once again, congratulations for three main reasons. Selection of the subjects to be addressed, all hot potatoes of modern shipping days. Selection of speakers and panelists, and I'm not referring to myself, to key industry experts from industry bodies, ship owners, ship managers, service providers, and equipment manufacturers. Selection of the venue. This place is really amazing and make use of all modern technologies, and it is a proven example of environmental sustainability. And above this, the name of Stavros Niarchos refers to the most glorious moments of the Greek shipping industry. He was not only a ship owner. If I'm not mistaken, he was also the founder of Skaramangas shipyards and many other activities. So, the maritime industry is of a major importance to Cyprus. A secure development of their information infrastructure is critical so that stakeholders and investors can gain the necessary confidence in developing their operations. The sector is facing the challenge to safely embrace modern information and communication technology in their systems. The majority of people in this room are especially on that. The Cyprus government aims to work with and support all stakeholders, including the maritime sector, in achieving their goals and enhance security levels in the provision of their services. Nowadays, the shipping sector is experiencing a flourishing digitalized area. Cyber technologies are an integral part to the management and operation of numerous systems. Critical to ships and port operations, these include the use of cyber systems to store, process, and transmit information to and from the ships. However, the growing reliance on automation and the increased usage of computer systems for navigation, reporting formalities, container inspection, rapid loading and unloading of cargo and ports, as well as the exchange of information with authorities and service providers, is easily exposed to cyber threats. Cyprus acknowledges that our marine ecosystem is a valuable resource and an integral part of our economy and identity. Thus, we approach issues such as the protection of the environment as critical, and it's on high importance and high on our agenda. Global challenges as climate change can only be mitigated if we can act together, accelerating the green transformation of all the sectors of shipping or the blue economy in general. Cyprus is a leading maritime nation, and we feel responsible to accelerate the transition of shipping in a low carbon and climate resilient industry. We are a leading advocate to sustainable shipping. It believes that both and diverse measures are needed at global and regional level to achieve emissions reduction targets and a sustainable future for the industry. This includes, now we have moved to the afternoon session. This includes the use of cleaner fuels, the deployment of relevant fuel infrastructure, electrification of ships, at least at European level. It will come in 2030 for container and passenger ships, but don't say it's 2030. In order for European ports to be ready, we have to start working now. A combination of all these options has the potential to improve the commercial and environmental sustainability of the sector, but ship owners should be rewarded for their sustainable investments in order to accelerate uptake. So we have to give incentive, let's say, to the early movers. Towards this direction, Cyprus government, in the framework of the recent adopted national long-term strategy, the Shipping Sea Change 2030. I have already told you that I don't like abbreviations. So C stands for sustainability, extrovert, adaptation. This is a procedure starting, we have to be extrovert. That's why we are here, because we want to hear from you, to adapt, and the main target, the main goal is sustainability. So we have recently announced a range of green incentives to reward vessels that demonstrate effective emissions, the establishment of a research innovation shipping environment, research through the provision of funding tools and programs to encourage research and innovation for the greening of shipping, encourages and facilitates Cyprus flagship owners and managers acting proactively to conduct trials using alternative fuels as biofuels and hydrogen. Now, out of the script. And I will be referring to some to specifically legislative measures that are coming, since I have some more minutes, because on the afternoon session I have 10 minutes, on the morning session I have five more, so I prepared myself only for 10 minutes. So 3 legislative proposals are coming. 2 at EU level. Extension of ETS system to shipping. So, if you emit carbon dioxide, you will pay for that. We have, in Europe, we have the same system in land-based activities, so be ready to have a similar system for shipping. Fuel you maritime. You have to reduce the energy on board ships. The most easy way will be, let's say, the mixture of traditional fuels with biofuels. And of course, the IMO regulation, be ready. On November, they are entering into force. Don't try to cheat. Don't try to get some, let's say, tricky exception by saying that you will deharmonize energy efficiency certificate in order just to get 1 year. You know the regulations for 3 years now. Just be ready. Andreas, forgive me to refer to this particular legislative proposals. I know that you will discuss or will touch it during your afternoon session, but this is our advice as Cyprus. And since I have some more minutes, Adonis, allow me to, let's say, to promote not the Cyprus flag. I will never do that in Greek soil, okay? But to propose our October event, the Maritime Cyprus event, from 9 of October to 12 of October. Unfortunately, it's not free of charge. We are not so rich as Adonis and Stella Violaris, the Cyprus government. So there is a fee, following by a technical forum, which is free of charge. So you are very much welcome to come. This is from my side. Beforehand, I will also tell you a secret. I know Adonis Violaris for almost, I will refrain to say 50 years, Adonis, because some people might say that these are very old guys. Let's say 40 years. And Adonis was my instructor when I was serving in the army. So the first order that I received in the army, it was from Adonis, and he told me, Nerd, make up my bed. I forgive you for this, Adonis, after all these years. Sorry for referring to that. It's just to say that this is a small world. We all know each other. So I have completed my speech. Mr. Moderator, the stage is yours.